it's a magical place. That's what someone told me the evening we arrived here. And at the time I did not know, but I would agree eventually. Hey, my name is Wojtek and I recently moved together with my wife Kat into a van. That's where we live now and we travel and work around Europe. And one place we knew we wanted to go this year was here, Senderiz, a rural village in Galicia in the north of Spain, close to the border to Portugal. To Portugal? Of Portugal? Anyways, to be a little bit more specific, what we wanted to do was to spend a month in Sende. Sende is the name of a co-living in Senderiz. It is led by Edo and Maria, and it was quite different from our first co-living experience this year, which was kind of obvious. Different place, different people, but I wasn't quite ready for the magic of it. The village consists pretty much of one main road and a few small streets. Most of the houses there are built in an old stone house style, which most probably is not the accurate term to describe that, but this isn't an architecture channel, is it? You can make your way around the village within 50 minutes, maybe half an hour or so. And within the village, except for the guests and co-livers, there are living around 20 people. And when they do not do so throughout the whole year, because weather up there can be pretty indecisive. The first day we arrived we had a lot of sun, but the first week then we had a lot of clouds. Then we had a lot of rain, then we had a lot of cold, so much so that I had to bring out my puff jacket for the first time in quite a while. And then we had lots and lots and lots of sun, proper hot burning sun. Then rain again, then sun again, then a bit of rain again and sun again. You get it. Overall though, it is a beautiful and lovely place to be. Seriously. If you've never heard of the term or if you haven't watched my video from earlier this year, co-living is pretty much like co-working, but it's not like a shared office space, it is living together. This is familia, at least for the time you stay here, but probably beyond. And I really mean that. People who come here usually don't come with the intention to isolate themselves and raise the middle finger to society. Although, you probably can do that if you feel like it, I guess. In this place, you are really free to be you and share it with everyone else. And Edo and Maria and everyone else is contributing to sharing and creating a space where you can do exactly that. And with the others, I mean the other co-livers, the other guests, other remote workers, other digital nomads, developers, entrepreneurs, artists, you name it. And that's probably the one important thing to understand. This is not a place for tourists. This is a place for people who want to live and work and live.
The secret star of Sende.
And it kind of makes sense because there's really not much around here. The co-living consists of actually four houses. The white house on top of the hill with one working space, a dorm and rooms on the first and second floor. Then there are the yellow and the blue house with even more rooms. Where did we stay? In the van, of course, because that's where we live. That's our home now. And then we have the main co-working space, which is where the magic happens, also known as the pink house. Upstairs is a place to work, including a beamer for hat talks, which are like TED Talks, but with a hat. Downstairs is the big common kitchen and the patio outside. Pretty much everybody will gather here in the evening hours because the main community activity is dinner. And dinners are late, for Middle Europeans like me at least, I guess, and dinners are big and dinners are social. This is also the place where you get to know everybody, and I feel that with each dinner you grow closer to the people around you. But who's cooking dinner? Well, you, and me, and everybody. In the beginning of the week, you either put yourself as the main chef or as a helper on the schedule, and that's how it goes. And even if you don't cook, you can still help out prepping before or cleaning afterwards. And I may repeat myself here, it's co-living. Everybody takes care of everybody. And that's it. Really. Like, literally. You can do a hike or visit the hot baths if you have a car, which is awesome, which is amazing, seriously. But other than that, there's not even a shop in town. Like, the biggest town is roughly half an hour away, and it's bigger. It's not big. But Portugal is pretty close. Speaking of which, one day Kat and I, we went out to visit a somewhat close-by town in Portugal, spend a bit of couple time, and being back in the town, even just for a day, convinced me of a thought I was never really sure about. I really enjoyed driving through the serpentines and small villages, and I enjoyed stopping somewhere in nowhere really, but I did not particularly enjoy the town. And there's nothing wrong with it, it's actually a pretty nice town, but I still had that thought. And it also wasn't the first time that I had that thought, but it never felt so real. I was thinking, I really don't want to go back to the city. If you've traveled around a bit, you've probably had these thoughts as well. You visit a place and you feel like, I could live here. But that's more of a fantasy than an actual consideration, is it? At least that's the way I see it. Visiting a place is very different from living in a place. And I'm very well aware that it has only been a month. But yeah, I don't know, maybe the whole idea of moving out and away from the city and closer to nature has something to it. Here not being much is really what is special about Sende. But I'm also very much aware that this has a lot to do with the people we met and we have been surrounded with over this month. Generally, I feel that meeting new people does not only widen your horizon, it does not only introduce you to new perspectives and new ideas, but I feel that with each person I meet and really get to know, my own life expands. Being here really has unlocked something deeply meaningful for me, and for that, I'm grateful. Edo, Marucci, Alejandro, Adri, Balash, Daniel, Diane, Gonzalo, Emer, Juan Carlos, Mary, Miriam, Marta, Nina, Ovi, Sonia, and Sasha. I'm really happy we met, and I got to spend and share some time with you guys. And I hope we meet again, somewhere, somehow. Hasta la por lo que sé. I see you. What am I trying to say? Hey, hey. I don't know. Hey, hey. Here we go. Hey, hey. Yeah. Everybody dance until the car is gone. And another plane arrives. Or something else goes wrong. And that's it.